Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Cassandra. I am the witch, author, poet, and performer of Magic of Eden. I am always excited to be in your presence, and I am super glad that you trust me enough to come and hang out with me to immerse yourself into this amazing reading. And hello family, if you guys are returning, y'all already know that I am always willing and to be of service to you guys, and I'm super excited that we are all sharing space here today. Now today is going to be a pick a deck reading. We have 3 piles here that is in resonance with 3 different oils. I am going to start off with a quick prayer. Thank you so much, Divine, for allowing us to spend time today. I thank you so much for your divine love and benevolent intentions and your benevolent protection. Thank you so much for allowing me to be the medium between you and the person who is listening to this. Thank you so much for allowing me to be the oracle, to be the divine messenger, to relay any messages that my soul tribe needs to hear. I ask that you please open their hearts and surround them with your love and surround them with your presence. I thank our guides, our spirit guides, our angels, our archangels, our ancestors, and beings of light who want the best for our highest and our greatest good. Please surround us with your love, your wisdom, and allow us to immerse ourselves into this reading. Allow us to take what we need and to discard what we do not need. I give it all to you, Divine. I am here, I'm open, I'm in love, and I am also willing to be of service to you and to others. Ashe. Now, I would like to invite you to please take 3 deep breaths in and out before choosing your deck. And if you have to pause this video, go ahead. I'm going to give you a moment to choose your pile now. All right, so if you guys chose pile number 1, let me move my phone because it is not needed right now. And I'm going to move these over to the side. And we have our first deck here. Now, before we get started, I would like to do a light cleansing with some Dragon's Blood Sage. I really do enjoy using Dragon's Blood because it really does help to not only protect, but it also really does help me to connect with my not only ancestors, but just divine wisdom in the spiritual realm and the cosmic realm. I am all about those vibes. So I'm going to go ahead and cleanse the space and allow this space to be cleansed as I connect to the higher realms of divinity. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being here with me. I don't know why I keep wanting to say prayers of protection. It could be coming from the second deck, but I do set the intention that this space is sacred, that this space is protected, that no hurt, harm, or danger will come to us now, and no hurt, harm, or danger will come to us ever. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to leave this here. Just kind of hanging out. I hope it's not annoying. I hope this smoke is really relaxing. I'll let that burn out. So, I'm going to start off with our reading. So basically, if you chose deck number 1, you chose the 6 of Wands oil because you were drawn to it. And I really do love working with these oils. The 6 of Wands oil has everything to do with you tapping into your courage, your expression, your self-expression, and you being bold and courageous as you step out into the forefront. This does have everything to do with helping you tap into your power as you go into the unknown of your journey. And I feel that with this oil, what I like to do is I like to anoint my wrists, anoint my pressure points and things of that nature, anoint the soles of my feet. And I love using this oil when in any type of practice where I'm going to be showing up in the world, right? So I like to anoint myself with this oil before I do like consecration and things like that, because it helps me to tap into that bold energy as I show up, because I am someone that really does from time to time struggle with, showing up with my appearance and things like that, and, making a good impression and things of that nature, this oil really does help when in ritual. So I feel like this deck, if you chose pile number one, this has everything. I don't know why I'm hearing the word image, but this is definitely bringing me to image. It's bringing me to something dealing. I'm hearing something with the public, but it's something about someone showing up. Now, when I was shuffling these cards, I did the deck number one was very excited. If you guys see anything red on my fingers, it's because I was using the Dragon's Blood Sage, by the way. This has everything to do with someone stepping up and being seen. This has everything to do with someone's image and stepping into the unknown as they venture off into the void to discover who they are. But I'm hearing the word conviction. So it's almost kind of like you really want to make sure that as you progress and move forward in your life, you want to do so with conviction and know that you are worthy and more are worthy. You are more than worthy. You were chosen to play this specific role. And I feel like a lot of the power that you have is, I'm hearing right now that you're no longer in a space where you need to continuously watch anyone else. You've picked up enough information, and now it's time for you to go within yourself to see how you are choosing to show up for yourself, and also how you want to show up for your friends, for your family, for your community, for the world, or what have you. And I don't know why, but I'm feeling like this has everything to do with you creating a certain space and you tapping into your power in order to create a certain space for someone or for a group of people. I'm hearing the word leadership with this one. I do feel like this has everything to do with excitement. I feel excited even talking about it for you. I know that I'm really calm and down to earth, but it's because of the work I was doing prior. So I do feel really excited for you because it really does feel like you're stepping out into this new venture where you are discovering more of your gifts, you're discovering more of your talents. And I really do feel like you are leaving any idea behind you that is not serving you as it pertains to your image, as it pertains to your perception of people, as it pertains to how people view you. I just think that this is a revamp. I really do feel like this is a reinvention. I feel like you are stepping out into this newness and people may not recognize you, but that's the beauty of it. I don't feel that this is something that can be, it's one of those things where I'm picking up on. It's like, it's long awaited. If it really does feel long awaited, like you've been waiting for this. I'm hearing, I've been waiting for this moment, like for the majority of my life. It is my time now. And with the Six of Wands ritual oil, and that's just what I'm picking up on for you guys. Now, I want to go ahead and get into the cards. I am going to be shuffling. I actually want to start off with, you know what? No, I'm going to make sure, I'm going to move this to the side real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. I just heard the question, what are you afraid of? I just heard the word ailment. The truth is that you are deserving. That's what I just heard. The truth is that you are deserving. I don't know if someone was saying like some affirmations where they just were doubting themselves, but I'm picking up on like a little bit of self-doubt for some people. The first card to come out was a Four of Cups. With that, I'm hearing know your worth. You are not in a space where you need to continuously accepting from people that are not of your caliber. I do feel that this is high quality energy coming through right now. I feel like this journey that you're on right now is, I don't know why I'm getting like a sense of like anxiety or something. Like it's something's not clear. Something doesn't feel fully clear. Oh my god. There's no way. How divine was that? You literally got the Six of Wands. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. I heard the word pressure. There's almost kind of like this pressure, like you feel pressured to do a certain thing. You feel pressured by expectation for some of you. Wow, you cannot make this up. That is so divine. Like, what? What? Wow. I'm not surprised though. I am not surprised. Wow. What a way to start. What a way to start a reading, right? Okay, we're going to go ahead and continue pulling cards. So basically, I really do feel like the spirit is letting you know right now that there are some things that are revelations are being revealed here. Revelations are definitely being revealed here. I really do feel like this really does feel like it was long awaited. Like I can't shake this feeling. Like there is a high level of excitement, and I also cannot help but feel like for some of you guys, I don't know why I feel like some of you guys are just afraid. Like there's no need for you to be afraid of your own power. I really do see like a lot of success coming from this. I do see a lot of it. I feel that a lot of it has to do with you stepping up and stepping out to the forefront. I think that if you showed up more, that if you allowed yourself to just exist and just to share your gifts and your talents, you'll discover that you'll have plenty. You just have to be able to show up. Just show up right now. Like that's all you have to do. I feel that some of you guys are very strategic, and some of you guys want to wait for the exact and the right moment. You want to make sure that you cross your T's and you dot your I's and you put your commas where they belong. And you want to make sure you have your parentheses in place. Like, I get it 100%, and it's great. I also want to say that Spirit is saying that this is not something that you can calculate. This is something that is going to happen. You will be surprised. Like, you have, okay, yeah, the Four of Cups here, the Seven of Cups reversed, the Temperance card reversed. You have the Six of Wands showing up. We have the 10, we have the Wheel of Fortune here. We have the King of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Sun card, the King of Wands reversed here. And we also do have the Tower card. I just heard that this is a call to action, but you want to make sure that whatever you do, that you're being true to yourself. This has everything to do with you being worthy and you being ready to show up. But what the reason why some of you guys are having trouble with showing up is because you feel like you have to meet some type of expectation. And I think that Spirit is letting you know that you don't have to meet that. The cup and the cup that is coming out of the sky in that divine hand, this is bringing me to some type of energy where it's just like, okay, this is what was laid out for you. I want you to choose this path. But for some of you guys, I'm not seeing you guys do that. I'm seeing you guys create your own path, because I feel like this is a time where I'm hearing the word Aries energy. It's you may be an Aries, or you may have a strong Aries placement, or that may be an energy where you're lacking, right? And I do feel, I keep hearing the word leadership. You are someone who was here to show the world how to be a better leader because of what was going on in the previous world. And as we shift into this new way of being, and as we shift more into this more authentic space, not only within ourselves and within our own lives, but as we do so in the world, I feel that what I'm hearing is you were one of the chosen ones. Now, I feel that we choose ourselves because of the gifts and the talents that we hold. And if we hone in on what we're good at, that is how we can make more of a difference. And I do see that happening here with you guys' cards. Now, what I do feel also is that I'm not only reading the cards, I'm picking up on energy here. There was something that 100% was out of balance. There was something that it just didn't feel, you were in a space more than likely where you didn't feel like yourself. And you didn't feel like you can actually be in unison, where you were balanced, where you were in a tranquil state of peace. And I do feel that right now you are being called to make those things happen. Now, I'm hearing that there is a softer approach that needs to be taken. But even with you taking this softer approach, it feels like, you know how when you're having a conversation and you really just like don't have the energy to be extremely firm and extremely rough. And when you say no, it's just like, no. And then the other person's like, well, why did you feel this way? And you know, they're giving you all this attitude, and you know, it's like a lot of strong energy coming from them, and you're just like, no, because I said no, and that's it. That's what this feels like. It doesn't feel like you forcing your will. In fact, it feels like your divine masculinity is actually being redirected into a space where it is needed. And I say it because I'm not talking about like a man. This is beyond gender. This has everything to do with energy. So I'm seeing the divine masculine energy being placed somewhere else so that this more vibrant divine feminine can shine through. But it's so interesting because I see you being, at the same time, I see you being masculine, but in a very feminine way, almost kind of like a cat. How cats are, you know, they're, you know, felines are divine, you know, they're very feminine, you know, they're connected to the spiritual realm and things like that, but they can be very feisty and they can be very masculine, you know, how they hunt and, you know, things of that nature. So it's bringing me to the cat for whatever reason. I'm also getting, I'm seeing the eagle or some type of like bird or some type of angel, like a messenger. Like it really does feel angelic. It feels mysterious. It feels all of these things. I also feel that you are someone where people doubted you. You were doubted at some point in your life. People wouldn't think that you were going to make it. People always felt like you were just, you know, the underdog. People thought that you were just someone that just didn't have what it takes. And now you're disengaging from anything that makes you feel that way. Now, with the 7 of Cups coming up in reverse here, I really do feel like you're in a space where you finally made your decision. And I do feel that now what Spirit is saying is that this is definitely going to be long lasting. Take your time with this. This is not a process that you want to rush. You want to make sure that when you're in this process that you are fully in it, that you are experiencing every single last moment. You want to make sure that you are implementing the energy where it needs to be. And I feel that I just heard the word jujitsu, and I'm seeing like martial arts, and now I'm seeing like dance, and now I'm seeing like something where like action or like movement is needed, but the movement is calculated. And this helps you to redirect that. I'm hearing Virgo. It's like Virgo vibes over here. I don't know why. I'm hearing Virgo vibes and something about Aries energy. This really does feel very fortunate, but I do think that this is a very beautiful time in your life. All you have to do is show up. What's imbalanced here is that you're not showing up enough. I'm hearing Spirit say consistency. Consistency is key for you. You may be into content creation right now. You may be in a space where you are, you know, creating videos and, you know, long form content. You're doing something that is expressing your art. And I do feel that you're doing some type of you're on some type of creative endeavor. I feel honestly, intuitively, that this is something that you can be firm, rooted, and grounded in and make this a non-negotiable. I'm hearing for you to put this to the forefront. Yes, your family does matter. Yes, your children do matter. If you have them, yes, your pets do matter. Also, what you feel also matters. And now Spirit is saying that this needs to be put into your routine. Like this needs to be added to your routine, and that when you structure your foundation, that your foundation supports you actually going after or diving into and immersing into your gifts and your talents and you showing up. There's a very big emphasis, you guys, on you showing up for the role, you showing up for the job. What I want you to do is to remember, you have what it takes. You have to just trust yourself, trust in your intuition, and know that you have what it takes and that you have divine knowledge that is of access to you. It's so interesting because even though the High Priestess isn't here, I do feel the High Priestess energy. And with the High Priestess, there is this level of, sorry about that, you guys. There are cards that, now I'm shuffling right now. Right. And also with the 7 of Wands coming out, I don't think that this is something that you have to compete for. This really does kind of feel like, in all honesty, I don't see you guys competing in anything. I think what it is that I just heard the word performance. Like someone is doing some type of art where they're called to show up and share themselves, and you're not competing. You're in your own lane. This really does this feels divine. Like you have major arcana cards showing up and popping up right now. And speaking of angels, you also have the Ace of Pentacles here. Yeah, angelic energy. I keep seeing wings. You're being carried throughout this process here. And I really do feel that it may sadden you that you may have to move away from certain spaces and people. At the same time, I'm hearing Spirit say that it is okay for you to really just know that no matter where you go, that you will always be supplied for, that you will always be taken care of. This is a very beautiful space in your life, and all you have to do is just change your perspective, because when you change your perspective to, I know that this is for me, I'm going back to my desires, I know that this is mine, I feel like then you can finally say, you know what? I know that I was destined for greatness. I know that I am greatness. And with greatness comes responsibility. And with greatness comes some type of sacrifice, right? Now, I feel like I want to get into another video and talk about sacrifice. But right now, for the sake of this, I feel like there is a sacrifice Spirit is saying that needs to be made. For some of you guys, that sacrifice looks like your own ego. For some of you guys, it looks like friendships. For some of you guys, it looks like certain family members. There's something that you guys are holding on to, especially because you have the Four of Pentacles here. There's something that you're holding on to. You don't have to worry about lack of, oh my God, and then you got the World card. I'm not here to make this up, you guys. I feel, honestly, like you guys are in spaces now where you're being told that everything is okay and that you don't have to hold on to these things. I feel that some of you guys are holding on to finances and you're afraid that you won't have any finances. Spirit is letting you know right now that the more that you show up, the less you have to worry about your finances. And in fact, you don't have to worry about them at all, because no matter what, you were always going to be supplied for. I get this really strong feeling that some of you guys are going to end up leaving a job out of nowhere. I don't hope this for you, but I just heard something about being fired, or you're being let go of in this department. But even though you may think of it as, okay, this is terrible, what am I going to do now? Well, now you're going to be in a space where you can fully focus. I'm hearing the word homelessness. It almost feels like for some of you guys, you feel that if you leave this job, that you'll be homeless. I'm not going to be rude when I say this. I'm going to say this with as much love as I possibly can. As someone myself who has experienced homelessness in my own way, who was from home to home and things like that, sometimes when we are in spaces where we have nothing, that is the most beautiful space to be in, because we don't have any distractions to keep us from whatever it is that we're manifesting, to keep us from the life that we're building. And I want you to know that I am holding your hands as I say this right now. I am holding your hands and I am looking you directly in your eyes and letting you know that no matter what, my love, that you are going to be taken care of, that you are taken care of right now. Okay? I know that you want to see the tangible rewards. I know that you want to see everything appear before your eyes. But sweetheart, remember, it's going to take a little bit of time, and it's okay that it does, because what happens is that it's already in your mental space, right? Now, the mental space, it has no boundaries. It has no weight. It has nothing. It doesn't have any type of limitation. Therefore, the thought or the spiritual realm or the ethereal realm or the void is this high vibrational space in which all things exist. It's not until we get into the physical realm where things are slowed down. But in order for it to manifest in the physical, it has to slow its vibration down. That's the reason why it's taking so long for you. And I want you to remember that. Okay. And then on top of that, time is relative, because the more that you enjoy the process, the less you'll have to worry about how much time it's taking. And this is revealing the fact that for some of you guys, you don't know what it means to be in joy, right? You don't know, for some of you guys, you miss the power of being in joy with something. Like when you're being in love, you're in joy. You are in joy. Okay. And Spirit wants you to know that the more that you enjoy this process, the more that you plant these seeds, the more that you enjoy the process of planting and de-weeding, if that's even a word, the more that you enjoy watering your grass, nurturing your flowers, nurturing your trees, talking to trees, hugging trees, and you being in tune with this natural essence of you and this authentic version of you, the more that you will enjoy it, the more rewards that you will reap. Excuse me. I want you to remember something. The sun right now is shining through, and it was very cloudy, and now the sun is starting to shine, and I even decided to turn off my ring light. There's something about your natural essence coming out here. I'm hearing natural hair. I'm hearing natural nails. And it's so funny that I'm wearing, acrylics right now. But there's something about your natural hair, your natural nails, your natural essence. I mean, make up yourself however you want to. What I'm hearing is that spirit is asking you to embrace this authentic, this natural version of you, and not just the character version of you. Because when you do that, the more comfortable you are with yourself in front of people, the more you will show up and the more you will reinforce your wanting or your need, or also the more that you reinforce this reward is what it feels like. It feels like you putting in the work and receiving from that, okay? I want you to know that you are held and you are loved, and that this is a part of your journey that's going to require you to show up. Because if you don't show up, you're only doing yourself and your soul tribe a disservice. When you show up, you are not only showing up for yourself, you're showing up for the world. Right? Because this is beyond just you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pull from this Lenormand deck. What is your greatest wish? What is it that the beautiful thing about the well is that even though in Lenormand, you're not meant to read the cards like too deep. You're not meant to go that deep. Right, you're not meant to go that deep with Lenormand, but the way that I feel is the Lenormand with this card, it points to like our wishes. Like, what do you see at the bottom of the well? Like, what is that treasure that you're bringing up when you put that pot or that basket or whatever it is at the bottom of that well? When you bring it up, what do you expect to see? What do you want to see? Are you open? Now, to dive a little bit deeper, the symbolism of the well, and I want you guys to look up the symbolism, but I'm gonna go off of my intuition here. To me, the well is very symbolic for you peering into this dark space so that you can go within you to see what your desires are and to see what are things that I truly do want when I shut the outside world out. Because the well holds mystery, but it holds water. So this is you tapping into this dark internal watery aspect of yourself to say, what is it that I truly do want for me? And how does this thing affect me emotionally? How does this add any type of substance or value to my spiritual well-being? What is this thing that I'm after? You have to go within yourself to see what this beautiful thing is that you want to manifest, that you want to see come up out of this thing. And when you allow yourself to travel down this well of darkness, or down this beautiful well of darkness, you will discover a whole world within you that is just lit up with all possibilities. And you get to choose what you want to see manifest. Now, the beautiful thing about this well is that you dip that bucket right down into the well and you bring it back up and you say, wow, I love the fact that I have this water, this eternal, this ever-flowing water that endlessly pours back into me. And I feel that with this well is bringing me to the star card, and it really is in the original Rider-Waite tarot deck, and you pouring into this river, and then you have one foot out and you're just so connected to everything around you. The star card is not here, but I do feel the star card's vibes, because when you think about it, the star card is connected to everything. And with this Wheel of Fortune here, I really do feel, honestly, like this is a long awaited. This is your time to shine. This is your time to shine. And I want you to shine as much as you want to, because you not only deserve that, but it's your birthright to shine. It is. And you don't have to ask permission. You are no longer in a space where you have to ask permission. You never had to ask for permission. You never did. You thought that you did, but you don't. You never did. You never did. Whatever decision you make it on your own terms. You are the CEO. You are the boss. And again, strength. We have another strength card here. We have the strength card again. You are stronger than you know. You are so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. Oh my God, there's no way. The star card came out in the Lenormand. This is divinely aligned. I just said the star card. I just said that. Anyways, well, you guys heard me. Anyway, so basically, yes, like you are just divinely led. And the more that you tap into your ability to surrender is what I'm hearing. Surrender is a big one for you guys. Surrender to the calling, surrender to the call, answer the call. Journey, no matter what it looks like, you are there. It may not be conventional, it may be unorthodox, but guess what? It's you. and you're going to reach lots of people. I see you. I don't know why I'm hearing the word influential, but I feel like some of y'all are 100% are becoming influential people. Engage your invisibles. And we have squirrel. And then we have elephant. We have scarab beetle spirit. Wow, goddess of the unknown. A new chapter of your life is around the corner. Remove fear and embrace the unknown. We were talking about the unknown. I love that. That is so amazing. Oh, didn't we talk about angels and wings? Like, come on now. Angel of vision. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. I'm telling you, you know what? That's so funny, because with this card here, the people that were telling you that they didn't believe in you, the people that felt like you just weren't going to make it, in fact, they were afraid that you would make it. And so they had to project that onto you so that they can play your mind so that you can stay where they were at. And that is not the kind of energy you need around you. That is the truth. They were just afraid that you would make it and that you would leave them behind. And the fact that they feel that way and they felt the need to do what they did to you and say what they said to you proves exactly the reason why it's okay for you to move on, especially with the Eight of Cups coming out. All right. Now, I do feel like this is you waltzing into this unknown territory, but you embracing every single last aspect of it. And I really do love that for you, because what you are doing is you're saying that in the past, I used to do this, or I used to be this way. I am no longer this way. And because I am allowing myself to be firm, disciplined, and my ability to change my ways, I know that I'm going to have new experiences. The more that you allow yourself to act the way that you want to receive, the more you will receive that thing, because according to one of the laws, the law of correspondence, the universe is always co-responding to you. That's the reason why magic works. That's the reason why oils work, because there is always a co-responding energy to whatever energy is present, right? And that is what I do love about the law of correspondence, and that's what I do love about oils and working your magic and things like that. So I really do feel that way. And I feel that this is something that you can embrace. This is not something that spirit is something you have to reject. Embrace this thing. Enjoy this thing. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy growing into this more beautiful, high vibrational version of yourself. If your higher self was here right now, what would the higher version of yourself feel like, look like, sound like, smell like? Envision that. Go into meditation. Use your imagination. Right? Combine all the elements. Engage your invisibles, the things that people cannot see, or the things that people don't see. Engage that, entertain that. I'm gonna go ahead and read from the book. This is the deck that I'm using for that one. I'm gonna go ahead and read Engage Your Invisibles. I feel like there's a message in that part that you guys may need to hear. Engage your invisibles. Whether you believe in mythic creatures, guardian angels, or spirit guides, you do have forces moving on your behalf that are guarding and guiding your soul journey. If you are aware of them, now is the time to contact them, inquire, investigate, ask for their help. If you don't know yet who they are, suspend your disbelief. Call and conjure them in the quiet spaces. Compel them to come to your aid by confessing your belief in them. Unseen forces thrive on belief and expand in your presence. Whether in relaxation, prayer, or meditation, dream work, or active imagination, invite them to engage with you. Ask for the support and assistance you need. It's so interesting that we were talking about imagination, and I kept saying that I had this feeling to keep praying. Remember when I said that earlier, or like calling in prayer? That's the reason why, because it's in prayer that you can contact your guides, your deities, or whoever it is to help you along your journey, and to also call in protection. Now, as I say that, if you want to, you guys are more than welcome to listen to number 2, because number 2's oil is spiritual protection. Always remember to call on your guides so that you can be free, so that you can have this force field around you of protection while you just simply be open, be loving, be vibrant, and all these different things as you dance throughout life. The elephant is connecting me to memories. Let them fade. When you're healing and when you're going through your healing process, sometimes you find yourself stuck down memory lane and it hurts. I want you, Spirit is saying, to learn that you are not your past. In the past, people made you feel more than likely that you were not worthy of being out and, and showing your true self. You may have been bullied. You may have been, teased or picked on for how you looked. You may have felt a certain way about your image. And now you can rewrite that. You can say, you know what? This was my past. It no longer is. And I learned how to stand in my power and stand with conviction. And just because you exist means right there that you are worthy of everything. You don't need permission, and you don't need to overly do anything to say that you're valuable. You're valuable just because you exist. Do not let this world taint your mind into believing that you have to constantly produce in order to be worth something. That is a societal ideology that you are detaching from. You are becoming more spiritually aligned, and as a result of you becoming more spiritually aligned, you are allowing yourself to dive into the idea and embrace and marry and merge with the ideology that you are simply enough because you exist. That's it. You manifested into this physical reality, and that is all the reason why you deserve, that you are worthy. It is your birthright to experience love and joy. It is the pursuit of happiness. And seriously, you have every right and liberty to the pursuit of happiness. To the pursuit of happiness. That is your God-given right. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to this reading. If you guys need anything from me, please send me an email, info@CassandraTurner.com. And I enjoyed doing this reading for you, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. All right, you guys, if you chose deck number 2, here's your reading. You chose the Spiritual Protection Oil here. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to move your card to the side. And we are going to immerse ourselves into this reading. Boundaries. Set clear boundaries for the things that you are manifesting. And for those of you guys that are not actively manifesting right now, still set your boundaries. Over your home, over your sacred space, work your magic. Mystery. Magic and mystery. The High Priestess card is showing up. You don't need any external validation for anything. You already know what the deal is. I see you guys just working a lot of magic, and I'm having a deja vu moment right now. This is a highly intuitive group. This is a highly intuitive group. Highly sensitive group of people. I just heard the word discovery. Wow, that's a lot of energy. You guys have extremely strong energy. Like extremely strong energy. This feels very karmic. Whatever the situation is, it really does feel very karmic. Someone recently did something to you, I feel like. And you're just like, you know what? All right, well, it's time to... Okay, yeah, this group has a lot of energy. Oh, yeah, okay. Yep. This card came out in upright position. Okay. I really want to take my time with this one. Because there's a sense of like cloudiness and fogginess. I just heard impaired vision. Wow. You guys are... I shuffled these cards before we started. Someone was hurt recently in the process of something. You guys have a lot of cards indicating that something happened. Where there was I just heard like a collapsing. Yeah, move away from these groups. If you were thinking about like joining forces with someone, Spirit is saying no. Absolutely not. Wow. And as I say that, the Seven of Swords, no. The answer is no. If you've been asking a question, should I do? No. Nope. The answer is no. And the reason is because, and you know the answer is no. And I feel like for some of you guys, this is not going to resonate with everybody, and I'm okay with saying that. It is what it is. If it does not resonate, happily discard the information. I'm all here for it. It really does feel like no, because there was something that happened. I feel like in last week. Yep. I feel that. Like I feel this heavily. It's no. I'm gonna let you guys know something right now. Like I really do feel the need to be very strong when I say this. I'm going to be very strong when I say this, but in the best, most polite way that I know how. All right. Now I love you guys. In my book of ethics, I tell you guys, I am a daughter of Saturn. You will be pushed to your potential. If you are agreeing to work with me, then you know that you are going to be in a space where I'm not going to challenge you, but I am going to ask you questions, and I ask questions to gain more clarity. I'm going to give you, the reading and things like that. I will 100% do that, but I will also ask you questions. And sometimes the questions that I ask may piss some people off, or they may make them feel some kind of way. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. So if we are doing a reading together, then you are under those terms and conditions, and you know that this is the energy that I come with. I feel like I needed to say that for whatever reason. And maybe that's something that you need to tell someone else to set a boundary, right? I feel like for some of you guys, you are deeply intuitive, you are deeply spiritual, you are someone who has amazing kindness, immense kindness. And now my question to you is if you knew that this group of people was going to do this, or that this person was going to do this, why did you engage? Why did you feel the need to engage? Why did you feel the need to people please? Are these trauma responses? If they are, I'm being told to tell you to go right back into your sacred space, because right now you're in a space where there is some type of boundary that needs to be set. Spirit is saying you are not only setting a boundary with the other people or with the other person, but you are also to set a boundary with yourself, because setting boundaries with yourself is a part of self-care. Right? And I really do feel that you were hurt as a result of sneaky behavior. And or if you haven't been, be very careful, because there's very sneaky behavior that is going on now. I heard the word Scorpio, and then I heard the word Aquarius, and I just heard Sagittarius. I don't know which one of those signs are doing what, but that's what I'm hearing. I feel also that there was a major heartbreak that just happened. And this was a direct result of, for some of you guys, just you not, I don't know why I feel like some of you guys are not heeding the warning. Now, moving on, and that, take it as it resonates, you guys, okay? I also do feel that right now you are in a space where you cannot see with lights. You are peering through the darkness. And I'm getting a feeling of like very dim lighting, and it's like this way by design, because this space right now you're in, it's helping you to enhance your intuitive abilities. For some of you guys, your intuitive abilities right now are being enhanced. I see you guys working more magic. The magician isn't here, but the energy of the magician is here. And I see the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the High Priestess, the Page of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Justice card. We have the Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Hermit, Seven of Swords, Three of Wands reverse here. We have the Three of Cups in reverse here, the Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, the Lover's card. All right. So I feel that you're in a space right now where you are in a, oh my goodness, that was so specific. You are being called to exit these spaces because they are not inclusive to you, but also for some of you guys, they're not safe for you to be in. And you have to move away from these spaces in order to protect yourself. If you are having dinner with someone at a restaurant and you feel, and with a group of people, I'm seeing someone they're at a restaurant I don't know why I'm seeing the restaurant BJ's, or like there's like this family gathering going on, or like this gathering of like a group of friends, whatever it may be. And the person feels just like, I don't want to be here. Spirit says to get up and walk away. You don't have to explain yourself. If you need to get up and walk away, get up and walk away. Because you guys are in spaces, for some of you, where you're forcing yourself to be there. You don't have to be there. There's no need for you to be in a space where you don't feel like you're safe. This has everything to do with getting up and moving along. For some of you guys, I just saw pepper spray. I'm not encouraging any violent behavior, so please do not feel like I am. I'm seeing pepper spray. I feel that I want you to be very careful with someone, or like a masculine figure wearing black. I don't know why I'm seeing like a black hoodie. Be very careful. I'm seeing a black hoodie and black like sweats, and I'm seeing like a mask. Be very careful. Watch your surroundings. Make sure that you take a video of how your car was before you left it, and make sure you take a video of how your car is upon arriving. There's something very specific about a car, and I just heard hijacking. Be very careful. I'm getting lots of images. These are different scenarios I think that are coming through, but I'm not going to force it. Be very careful, okay? I don't mean to put you in a state of panic or fear. No, you are always highly guarded, and protected. I keep getting an image of somebody by a car. I can't shake the feeling of somebody being by a car and me telling you to be very careful. I'm seeing the movie Split. I don't know why the movie Split is coming through, but be very careful. I'm hearing to take like self-defense classes, or you may have been thinking about taking self-defense classes. Go ahead and do that. This is your green light. Okay. Wow. All right. Whew, I was staring off at this space when I was saying that. Okay, so basically when some of you guys are being called to go back into a space where you are embracing the darkness. Embrace the dark. Embrace this void. Embrace whatever you are doing now, because this is something that is going to be very deeply healing and transformative for you. Right now you're in a space where you don't need to really be around a lot of people. This is something, you keeping your space and you being alone, or you being in solitude, is what's going to help you heal, and that is what's going to help you protect yourself right now, because you're so sensitive and there's so many energies around you right now, and you want to make sure that you are keeping yourself protected by not engaging and by not being in these spaces. I know that this sounds like a very negative reading, and I don't mean for it to sound that way. I'm doing the best I can to deliver it in a way that is easily digestible. I'm doing the best that I can, but I don't know how to say things without just saying it. I feel that right now you guys really don't need to be around anyone from an intuitive standpoint. I think that for some of you, your best bet is to go into a space where you are protected, going home, being in solitude for a little bit. It may be for a day, it may be for a few hours, it may be for a few years or months or weeks. I don't know what the timing is. For some of you guys, it is, I heard 3 months. Like going into hermit mode for 3 months, you going to this space and you sneaking off and ducking off and not saying a word. You going MIA, for example, in order to protect yourself. You unfollowing certain people on social media as a way to protect yourself, to protect your peace, to protect your mental space. This has everything to do with you disengaging and you acting and you blocking people. Somebody needs to be blocked from entering into this space. Like, someone needs to be blocked. I'm hearing to block somebody. If you have been thinking about blocking that person, block that person, because there's a reason why your intuition is picking up on it, and spirit is saying to follow that. Because what I just heard, the word prevention. This is to prevent you from having to go through any type of whatever suffering you would have gone if you chose not to heed the warning. This feels for some of you guys like a warning. This is a warning for some of you guys. It really is. You don't have to tell people or be vocal about the things that you're doing. In order to spiritually protect yourself, you have to move in silence. Spirit is saying right now to move in silence. You moving in silence is what's going to help you protect yourself. And make sure that you keep that third eye, which I call the first eye, open. Make sure that you're peering through every single situation with your third eye or your first eye open. Your spiritual eye. Make sure that you are doing things that are going to fill you up, that are going to really play a role in your well-being. Right now, your focus is you, and what Spirit is saying is to be ducked off. I know that sometimes with this card coming out that we feel that this is always like a negative thing. Sometimes this indicates the things that are escaping us. Sometimes it means us moving in silence. I'm seeing this for some of you guys moving in silence, and the reason is because there's a lot of sneaky behavior going on behind your back. You may have been very vocal about, with this friends groups, and they maybe tried to sabotage you, or maybe you had someone that you felt was like a friend to you, and then all of a sudden you started to become successful, and next thing you know, those text messages started rolling in, the truth of how they were came out. Block them. You don't have to say anything at all. Block them. And if the time comes when you feel that you owe them an explanation, give them the explanation. You don't have to just not move in silence, but sometimes your silence will reveal the truth as to why you did what you did. And your silence also at times will make the person think, damn, what did I do? Exactly. What did you do? Think about that. Because while you're busy thinking about that, I'm going to be protected. And this is you calling in protection from your guides, from God or your ancestors or whatnot, to protect you from the energies that you cannot see. What? Listen here, honey. Listen here. You got the fox. There's some type of behavior going on behind your back that no one's talking about. In fact, the group of people may know. And it might even be in the home. We have the man here. I cannot make this up. I cannot. You can't. I have a feeling that somebody knows and they're just not telling you. Oh my God. We have this is not a very, I'm going to be real with you, best friend Cass coming in, Cassandra coming in. I don't like this shit. I do not like this shit. Somebody being sneaky and they're just on some stuff where I'm not rocking with it. I'm not banging with that. But we have the letter here, and we also have another male here. There's a masculine figure here that's doing some cheating. Someone is cheating. If this is a relationship, somebody's cheating. Somebody's cheating. And it's going on in the home for some of you guys. Oh boy, I do not like being the person to give these messages at times. I don't, because of how heavy I feel. I see some of you guys breaking up and ending a relationship because of the sneakery that has been happening. And mark my words, you will feel a lot better if you left. You leaving is you protecting yourself. Honor the ending. Yo. Oh my God. Okay. We're going to put that down. Encourage effortlessness. And it's so interesting because we have, dear spirit, bring a gentle touch. Remember earlier when we were talking about saying no and just being like no? That's the gentle touch that we were talking about. Reclaim your power. Wow. It's going to hurt like hell. It's going to hurt like hell for some of you guys. Look at that. Wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. Who you guys are in a space right now. Angel of self-worth. You are currently undervaluing yourself. It is time to regain your self-worth. You guys. Goddess of compassion. Self-criticism is diminishing your sense of self-worth. Listen, you guys have two cards here that are talking about self-worth. That lets me know that you put in a lot and you care a lot about people. You care a lot about putting in as much as you can to make sure that people are comfortable. You go out of your way to love people. You go out of your way to make sure that everyone's accounted for. You go out of your way to make sure that people feel loved and that they feel appreciate loved. And I really do feel that you're in a space in your life right now where this shit's gonna hurt. It's not gonna feel good. It's not ideal, but it's needed, because what needs to happen is that you are in a space where you have to let this thing end. Now, the beautiful thing about the Panther spirit, which is so funny because I had 3 dreams about the Panther. So I have a very close relationship with this being here, right? Now, the Black Panther is so amazing and beautiful because it not only represents leadership, but it's an aspect of the divine feminine. You standing in your power, you being agile, and you knowing when to hunt, you knowing when to call the shots, you knowing when to assert your power, you knowing where, but not even moving with the light, but you're moving in darkness. You embracing the shadow aspect of yourself and knowing that no matter what, that you are protected simply because you are asserting your power. Now, if you are listening to deck number 2, now I want you to go to deck number 3. And it's so interesting because in deck number 2 and deck number 3, I do feel like how they all bleed together in some way, where deck number 1 needed some type of protection because of what they were doing out in the world, and now you are needing to protect yourself because of what's going on. And when you get to deck number 3, it's going to be about you asserting your power and you standing in your, standing in, in your light, in your shadow, but also in your light simultaneously. Now, I do feel that with this reclaim your power, this has everything to do with you knowing what to do already. And you knew. For some of you guys, you did. For others of you, you didn't. And it's okay that you didn't. And for others of you that knew, the Spirit is saying, please, let's not make the same mistake again by going against our intuition. You knew. We told you. We gave you the signs. You asked for a sign. We gave it to you. You proceeded without caution. This is not one of those, this is what you get moments. No. This is one of those, you had a moment where it was a flaw in judgment, and it is okay because it was a part of your experience. This is not and it will never be this is what you get. You're not going to get that kind of talk from me. I'm not going to tell you that because I'm not going to judge you. At the end of the day, you made a decision. Okay, what did we learn now? Okay, what are we going to do moving forward? Are we going to make the same decision? We're not? Okay, great. Then this is what you can expect. If you do decide to make the same decision, well, this is what you can expect. I am not going to judge you. Please do not feel like I'm judging you, my loves, because I'm not. And I love you guys enough to tell you that. And I'm also going to tell you the truth. Let's be honest. Now, encourage effortlessness and also honor the ending. This is something that is just simply like, well, it had a good run. Now it's time for it to end. And I'm walking out gracefully. I'm getting up and walking out peacefully. Some of you guys have so much immense power and y'all got all the rage in the world, and Spirit is saying, you know what? Just get up and walk away. You don't have to overly exert yourself. Get up, walk away. Okay? Your form of protection is so divinely aligned, like how this worked out. Oh my goodness. I am just loving how divine this is. I see this, and you can call me like a little crazy or cuckoo, but I feel like you're in a very beautiful space in your life right now. And the reason is because you are in a space where you can get up, walk away without question, without explanation. And that is how you reclaim your power. And that is how you protect yourself. Sometimes it hurts. It can send you, this stuff can hurt sometimes where it affects your physical body. In order to protect yourself, let's not go down that path again. Honor this ending because you know that you're worth more than that. You know that you are worth more than what you've been shown. You know that you are worth a lot more than what people have been, have acted. They acted as if you weren't worth it, but guess what? You are. And I want you to remember that you're worth it. I want you to remember that no matter what, and also don't be so hard on yourself, please, or try not to be so hard on yourself about the decision you made. It was all a part of your journey. Have a bit of compassion for yourself and know that you only did it with the intention to have a big heart, and it's okay that you do. Next time, let's just use more of our discernment and act on that discernment. That's it. That's it. You don't have to beat yourself up about it. We all make mistakes. I make mistakes. There was a point in time where I went against my intuition and I suffered miserably for it. No, it's not what I get. And even though I might tell myself that, I know from moving from like a higher space, it's not what I get. I was simply just learning. And I was learning how to stand in my power, and I was learning how to protect myself. Spirit is reminding you not to confuse kindness with niceness. You don't have to be nice. You can be kind. You don't have to be nice. And it's okay that you're not nice. All right. Also, I apologize, you guys. My camera died. But speaking of the last point here is that with this Justice card coming out, I really do feel that no matter what, Spirit sees what happened. They saw what happened. And at the end of the day, they will get what they need. All right. Spirit says that it is above you now. It's nothing that you have to worry about. Be confident and know that no matter what, that the scores will be even, that the scales will be even. Don't worry about it. Also, Kalima came through for you. Make sure that you take some time out to listen to the goddess and what she has to say. And also make sure that you are in tune with her energy. She's there to protect you. And also your ancestors. I love you guys. And I will see you in my next video. Alright, if you guys chose deck number 3, then you chose this oil here. This is the Dominance Anointing and Ritual Oil. And this is going to be your reading. Alright? Now, I'm going to be honest. Immediately, when I was pulling the cards and whatnot, I felt this really strong dominant Mars-like energy. Mars and Saturn combo. Oh my goodness. Mars-Saturn conjunct energy. With a hint of Scorpio. Let me tell you something, okay? Now, with this one, I keep hearing for you to stand guard and to stand your ground. To stand your ground. Big Emperor vibes here. Big Emperor vibes. Divine masculinity coming in. I really do feel the need to tell you to stand your ground. You know what to do. I just heard, like, follow directions, follow my orders. You guys are taking charge of something. You guys are reclaiming something. You guys are... Yeah, you guys are definitely reclaiming something. Okay, there's a lot of... Okay, so... I'm hearing confusion. I'm getting a lot of confusion. There's no way I'm going to pull all those cards out. I'm going to keep shuffling. I can't even really get a good shuffle here. It's so weird. Usually I'm getting a good shuffle. You're being called to stand farther in your power here. And to not be afraid. Like, there's... I don't know why I feel like... Now, I normally don't deviate away from tarot, but a part of me feels like I don't need to pull as many cards for you. You have the Queen... You have the Queen of Cups here, which is so... interesting, because as much as the divine masculines coming through, the first card to come out was an aspect of the divine feminine, and I really do feel that this is exactly what you are protecting. You are protecting this divinely feminine aspect of yourself. I feel like I heard the word sensitive, and there's a so there's something about the crab, the soft no, the crab coming through, not the soft shell, but or maybe the soft shell for some of you guys, but there's the what is it? There's the crab coming through, and how the crab is an animal that depicts, and it's so funny that we're in Cancer season right now, the Queen of Cups coming through, and I feel like that because the outer shell of the crab to me symbolizes protection from the soft insides, because if the crab did not have that shell, it would definitely be vulnerable, right? It would be easy to consume it. It would be easy for it to be consumed. Okay. You guys are getting a lot of cards. What is going on? And it's like not even... Okay. There's a lot of energy going on, you guys. You have to establish order, because things are very chaotic, and it may be a representation of things within you being chaotic, and Spirit is saying that there's some type of order that needs to be established here, because there's so many things coming from everywhere, and it's affecting your ability to move. There's a lot going on right now. I don't know why. I really don't think that you guys are going to get a lot of cards. A lot of tarot cards right now like the other groups. And it's okay that you don't, because sometimes we don't really need the tarot cards. The tarot cards are a tool that validates your intuition anyway, and they also help you to tap into your intuition. Also, I don't want to, I feel like I'm forcing it by like constantly shuffling. Like I genuinely feel like I'm forcing it, and I don't want to force it. So what I'm going to do is, why are you, it's so interesting that you're getting a lot of the Divine Feminine cards. Because for some of you guys, this is what you're protecting. And for some of you guys, your Divine Feminine is taking charge as well. Your Divine Feminine is coming to the forefront to say, you know what, I got this. The fact that you have these two queens, I feel like there's another side to this that we're going to see with these two energies. And as I say that, the Two of Wands comes out. Take your time with this. I really do feel that there's a different side to these energies. I don't know why I'm feeling manipulation coming from these two. Like they appear, wow, they appear to be this way, but there's something about them where I'm not feeling it, because it almost kind of makes me feel like with these two coming up here, they're showing up, they're playing this role as if this is who or what they are, but in actuality, behind closed doors, it feels like, no. And that's for some of you guys. It's not like that for all of you. This is manipulation coming from the feminine side for some of you guys. And for some of you guys, you have to, this is, I don't know why I'm hearing the words like toxic femininity coming through. Toxic femininity is coming through. Now there's polar sides to this message here, because on one hand I'm getting a lot of like asserting your dominance, and for others of you guys I'm hearing to withhold it. To withhold it. To withhold that dominance. For others of you, you have to exercise it. You just have to know when. For some of you guys, there's too many things that are chaotic. And before, actually now that I'm hearing it, before you guys actually go into this space of dominance and like really taking control of a situation, you have to first stop and wait for instruction. That is very specific. Stop and wait for instruction from the higher realm so that you can know how to move, when to move, and what to do. That is a very strong, specific message coming in for somebody. Also, I really do feel right now that, again, on one side, on one end of it, the Divine Feminine energy emitting off of the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles is very manipulative. For some of you guys, it's not. It's a representation of you allowing yourself to merge so seamlessly for these aspects of yourself to merge so seamlessly together that you are tapping more so into these two energies, and you're surrendering and allowing the divine to take full control, and you surrendering to that. There is an element of surrender for some of you guys, and in others of you, you have to surrender to the divine so that you can know how to lead. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. I just heard Spirit say to reshuffle, so I'm going to reshuffle. That's what I heard. And you guys are going to see me do it in real time. Okay. All right, Spirit. What is it? What else is it? I feel like that was a message for some people, and I feel like the message is kind of changing a little bit. So if you can please give me guidance on that. Thank you guys for bearing with me as I do this reading for deck number 3. I'm hearing the word hesitancy, and I'm seeing cigarette. I'm smelling cigarette smoke. I don't know why I'm seeing cigarette smoke with this one. Take charge. Establish order. And okay, that was one card that came out. And we're going to look at that card in a second. I just heard something about establishing order. Establish a presence. Seek divine counsel. Seek divine counsel so that you can know what to do and how to move. Ouch. Okay. Wow. What? Yes. That's the reason why Spirit said to reshuffle the deck. That's the reason why. Because look, you guys, we can't make this stuff up. You guys saw me shuffle this stuff in real time. You seen it. You saw that. Like, I can't make this up. And let's see what this card is. We have the Hierophant. Like, you know what? You guys... I'm so glad that you guys saw that in real time. Alright, let's go ahead and continue on with the reading. There's a level of detachment that you guys are going to have in order to establish not only your dominance, but to assert yourself. And I think that you have to walk away from this idea that you always have to be very soft spoken and very like, okay, but let me just see how they feel. No, you know what to do. At the end of the day, this is you asserting your dominance. And this is you taking full control over a situation. And you have what it takes to take control over a situation, but it's up to you to end it. You have to be the one to end this, because there was enough things that went on anyway. Enough of this went on. It's time for you to change. It's time for you to change it up a bit. This is not anything that you can see that you need. This is not anything that you have to take lightly. This is a very big, serious deal. This is a very big, serious deal. You have to take charge. There's been a lot of disorder. It is time for you right now, for deck number 3, to stand firm in your power right now. Like right now. Like yesterday. This is you making boss moves. This is you dominating your niche. This is you... Wow, as I said that, the Wheel of Fortune came right on out. This is you dominating your niche. This has everything to do with you saying, you know what? I'm going to do this shit so well that it makes other people not want to do it. And I know that I'm coming off with some really strong energy here, and I would never want anyone to feel that way, but that's just the energy that you're bringing. Spirit says to check that. At the end of the day, Spirit wants you to do this so well, to work your magic so well, that you then become the example. People look to you to see how it's done. Like, not even kidding. Like, not playing around. Like, this is you coming in and saying, you know what? I know I got what it takes. I've got the will. I've got the will, the drive, the determination. I've got the discipline. I know how to make these things work. I know what to do. I'm standing fast. I'm showing up, and I'm going to do what I have to do. Now we can get the ball rolling. For some of you guys, after you receive that divine direction, after being still and being in silence, you will know where to go. This is, even though the 10 of Pentacles is coming up in reverse here, don't worry about your finances. You're setting yourself up for success right now. It may be an investment. Let it be an investment. But this is something that will last long term. Spirit said to go back and reread that contract. To go back and reread that. I'm hearing something about a court date. I want you guys to really work your magic around succeeding in court, for those of you guys, or you feel like you're in court. I'm seeing you guys work with orange to work with the color red. I'm getting a scent of oranges. I'm seeing you guys, I'm seeing tomatoes and cherries. These different like foods. I'm seeing like hot sauce and like really fiery hot foods. There's something coming through very specific about Thai foods and like spicy noodles and like drunken noodles. That's very specific, like very spicy food coming through. And I'm also seeing something, it looks like it's curry, but it looks very spicy. Like red curry, but with like chili oil and like other stuff in it. I don't know why that's coming through right now, but something very, 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 very spicy. Anyways, assert your will, stand your ground. Know that no matter what, that you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid. Stand your ground. King of Cups here. You've got a lot of masculine energy here. You might be a Sag or an Aries. Oh my God. You got the King of Pentacles. You guys got very strong energy here. What? Damn, do we have any kings that are not on the board? We have the King of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. We have the... where is he? The King of Swords. King of Wands is not here. That's the only king that's not here right now. Where is he at? He's like MIA. You know what? He's not MIA. The reason why it appears that he's MIA is because he's taking action and doing what he has to do to set things straight. That's the reason why it feels that way. So this has everything to do with you doing the work and you putting in and you actually doing what you need to do. Like you doing what you need to do. There's no longer a need for you to be afraid. The Magician is here. You have every tool and the power within your own hands. You hold everything that you possibly need to set forth this thing in motion. And when you detach from the idea that you have to play the nice guy, I don't know why the nice guy is coming through. So it may be like a masculine figure here, or maybe like a man or whoever. I don't really care how you identify. There's no more playing what is the quote, Mr. Nice Guy. That's what it sounds like. You're not playing this nice role anymore. If anything, you came to show up and you came to, I'm going to be honest, you came to dominate. You came to F it up and leave again, come back, F it up again, leave again, and don't come back. Like, that's the energy that I'm feeling here. It's like, listen, I am fixed in this. I know that I am rooted, I am grounded, I am immovable. I'm no longer going to allow you to make me move. I'm going to move according to my divine feminine. That is it. That is all. I'm not allowing anyone else to make me ever feel disempowered again. I am reclaiming my power back. I am standing my ground. I am standing guard, and there is nothing that you can do to move me. You are not the tree that can be cut down. You are the mountain that you have to move around. And that is exactly what I feel. And that's exactly what I feel here. I just heard the word flexibility. Be flexible in the spaces where you do need to be, though. I want you to remember the power of being open and receptive. You don't want to be so firm in your masculinity that you forget to receive, because then you'll create an imbalance. Remember the power of being receptive. If you need help, say that you need help, but you can still give direction and you can let people know what they need to do in order to support you. You are the boss here. You are the CEO here. You are the one calling the shots. You are the one getting everything in order. This is entrepreneurship. This is new leadership. This is you taking on the role. Somebody may have stepped down in the job or the occupation you're at. You're up next. You are the one that's next in line. You're being handed the torch. There's something about you. This is community building. This is you showing up and showing forth. Like the second, or no, it was the first reading. Like the first reading, you're showing up, you're getting out there in the world, and now you're here to establish order. You're here to lead a large group of people. You are here to be the next leader in line, but you are going to do it in the public eye this time. And I trust that, and I love that for you. Remember not to let your pain hold you back. You must move away from situations that are not serving you. I know I sound like a broken record right now, but there is so much power in letting go. Remember, you are building a legacy. You can't see it right now. It looks like it's not promising, but just if you continue to trust in your will and you continue to trust in your ability to get it done, guess what? You will see it before you know it. You are leading a group of people. Alright, Spirit, what's going on with this Letterman deck here? You had a shaky start, kind of. And this was destined to be. Follow your path. Follow your path. I just heard something about corporal punishment. You don't have to worry about corporal punishment anymore. If you've ever been hit with belts and things like that, I'm hearing to heal from that. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is something that feels really good. There's plenty. There is more where that came from. I really do feel this feels like a riddle. It's something that I'm being told to give you a riddle. It's something you've always wished for and hoped for. I don't know why I'm hearing it. It starts with the letter P. Okay, anyways. So basically this does feel like a riddle. It's something very lucky. If it's very plentiful. It's something that's only destined for you, and you only get it from a very certain place. You will find it. I just heard that for some of you, you will find it in 10 days' time. Anyways, I do feel like the timing is what it is, whatever, timing is relative, but you will find it. It's something that's only meant for you. There is a lot of it. Only you have access to that thing, and you're gonna feel it feels very lucky, and it feels very promising. That is what the riddle is. I don't know the reason why Spirit gave me the riddle, but anyway, apart from the riddle, I do feel like this has everything to do with the fact that you are in a space where you have to start embracing your power. You have to start owning the fact that this is who you are. Trust yourself. Know that you are capable. Know that you have the power. It is okay for you to be in your power. Be in your power. You are a divine being of fire and light and water and air. You are a combination of all of them. You are someone, and it's so interesting that all the kings are, well, not all of them, but majority of them are here. Listen, you are someone that has a lot of power and you demand authority. When you walk into a room, they know what time it is. When you leave a room, they know that they better get it done. You might be a Capricorn. You might be a Capricorn rising, sun, moon. There's something very strong about Capricorn energy. I just heard the word Aquarius, but because Aquarius was originally ruled by Saturn, but you have very strong Saturn qualities, okay? You may have a Capricorn stellium. You may have a stellium in the 10th house. Your medium coli might be in Capricorn, or it might be in Aries. You might have an Aries stellium. I don't know, but you have some type of stellium in your natal chart or something, or a very strong Saturn placement or a very strong Mars placement that demands order and that demands power. You may even have a very strong approach. You may be somebody that's small that comes with a really big power punch, right? They may see it was something small, but when you start talking and when you start asserting your will, they like, wait, what? All of that energy came out of that little body, like, you know, and that's really what I feel. But anyways, even if you're not small, you come with big energy. This is big daddy energy is what I'm hearing. Like, this is big daddy energy. I don't care about your gender. This is big daddy energy. That's what I'm hearing. And I know that some people may be put off by that, but it's just a saying, okay? You come with a lot of energy, and it's okay that you do. You come with a lot of fire. You come with a lot of power. You come with a lot of something that demands respect. You are to be respected. And if you feel that you are being disrespected, not only can you walk out of those spaces, but before you go, you let them know what you feel. Y'all are disrespectful. You are going to regret ever disrespecting me. And the way that you're going to make it up, you are going to build this community and they're going to want to be a part of it. And what are your words going to be? I don't know, because I'm not you. That's the decision that you have to make. But you catch my drift. All right, cool. So we have own your power. What? Oh my goodness. Yo. And of course, hold your ground. There's no way. Like, you guys, the way these cards are lining up right now, it's so scary. I'm freaked out right now. Okay. We have speak true. Be honest. Speak up, even when it hurts some people. Buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. White raven spirit, trust in the magic. Ooh, I love that. Yes, that brings me to the magician. Angel of relaxation, let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want. We'll see about that. Angel of healing, the angels have felt your sadness and have shown up today to send you healing. Okay, so with these two cards, I feel like these are just reminders, okay? I feel that for some of you guys, you may not know exactly what the outcome is, or you may have like a dead set vision on what you want. Remember to be flexible. That was something that was said earlier. Remember the power of flexibility, but also remember, even though it says to let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want, this is so interesting because I feel that for some of you guys, you are learning how to control by surrendering. Super specific. It's almost kind of bringing me to Doctor Strange and how he was told to surrender. You can't beat what was it, the headmaster, the head sorcerer supreme was basically saying that you can't beat a river into submission. You have to basically surrender to its current, right? That's kind of how it is for some of you guys in terms of healing. You can't force healing. There are some things you can assert your will in, and then there are some that you can't. In healing, what Spirit is saying, that if this is a healing space in your life right now, that you want to be very gentle with yourself and to not try to control the outcome of healing. Just allow yourself to float within this space. All right. Also, for those of you guys that needed healing, I don't know why these cards feel so misplaced, but let's just apply them where you need them. If you are in need of healing right now, know that your spirit team is available to you now to help you heal. Okay. Now, trusting yourself. The universe will provide. This is bringing me to the Ten of Pentacles. There may be a fear of lack here. There may be a fear of failure, and there may be a fear of not having enough finances. Buffaloes are in indigenous cultures, the buffalo did actually feed, feed the tribe of people, and they had it for days, and they would use every single last aspect of the animal, and nothing was gone to waste. And so that right there, nature reminds us that we will always be abundant should we only take what we need. Right? We will always be abundant should we take what we need. And Spirit says to take what you need, invest, and continue to show up and do what you need to do, and you will be rest assured that you will be provided for. You may be given tools and resources that will come in to help you set forth motion on this new journey of you embracing your power and establishing your dominance and establishing a presence. You are establishing a presence, and don't worry, because the abundant universe will provide. Okay? I love you guys so much. Remember to speak your truth no matter how much people don't like it. Big Sag energy here. Speak your truth no matter who does not like it. At the end of the day, hold your ground, stand strong, be firm, be rooted, and be grounded. Work with that earth energy to know how to be rooted and grounded. You don't have to be forceful and cuss people out and things like that. But what I am saying is to speak the truth. Remember, there is power in the mouth. There is power in the tongue. Your tongue is the strongest sword on the planet, right? And the reason is because your words can create or destroy. Well, how are you using your dominance? Are you using it to create, or are you using it to destroy? In this sense, Spirit is saying that you are using this to create. Okay? I love you guys. If you need anything from me, you guys can visit me online at KassandraTurner.com. You guys can also send me an email, info@KassandraTurner.com. And I just want to say that I appreciate the fact that you guys stood here with me today, or sat here with me, maybe on your couch, maybe at your dining room table, or maybe you were on your porch, or maybe you were at the, wherever. And I will see you all in my next video.